According to the Torah, the Bible, and the Quran, Eve, the first woman, was the original bad girl. She damned all mankind by eating the forbidden fruit. This is an excerpt from The Serpent by Jean-Claude Van Ital, written in 1964. The Serpent.
Is it true?
Is it true?
That you and he?
You and he may do anything? Anything in the garden you want?
Is that true?
We may do anything except one thing.
What one thing?
We're not allowed to eat from the tree.
Not allowed to eat it.
We may not even touch it.
Not touch.
Why not even touch? Adam said, I will die
If you
touch the tree.
Adam said,
If you touch the tree, you will die.
but
Have you died? I don't know.
You touch the tree and you haven't died.
You haven't died. But Adam said,
oh, Adam said,
Adam said.
listen, answer me this.
What is it?
Could it hurt more to eat than to touch?
eat than to touch.
Could it?
It is forbidden.
Who has forbidden it?
Who?
God.
And why?
Why is he forbidden?
Why does he set limits against you and I? Think.
Is the fruit God's property?
He says Adam and Eve may not eat. But are Adam and Eve guests in this garden?
May they not eat where they want?
Don't they live here?
I don't know. Also, haven't you noticed
That the younger always have rule over the elder creation? Haven't you noticed and aren't you afraid?
Aren't you afraid? And hadn't you better hurry and eat the fruit now before the next comes to rule over you?
I'm not afraid.
She's not afraid.
Why should you?
How could she be?
She couldn't. She doesn't know what.
Doesn't know she exists.
Why doesn't she know it? Because she hasn't eaten.
If she eat, she'd know. And if she knew, she could.
What? You don't know because you haven't.
You eat it, you know.
Do you know?
I don't, but I can imagine.
But what you can imagine what will be?
How can you know until you eat?
How can I know? How can I know until you eat?
This garden
All these animals and all these plants.
were once only imagined.
Shall I do what I want to?
Yes.
Even if what I want to do is to listen to God and not to you?
If you want.
Want?
Yes. Then I will eat. Because I want to.
Because she wants to. Nicodemus, Kansas is the only remaining Western community that was founded by African Americans following the Civil War. Flying West is a historical fiction by Pearl Cleage set in Nicodemus. It is about a family of women who settled there to work the land. When the youngest sister, Minnie, comes home with a villainous husband who plans to take the land and sell it to improve his lifestyle. One sister is ready to meet him in a shootout. An older and wiser neighbor, Miss Leah, recounts a story to the women that shows there is more than one way to deal with a bad situation. From Flying West.
It's a messy business shooting folks. It ain't like killing a hog, you know. Sheriff has to come. White folks have to come. All that come with killing somebody. But folks die all kind of ways. Sometimes they be going along just as fine as you please, and they hawk give out, just like that. Don't nobody know why. Things just happen. A little bit before I left the plantation, Colonel Harrison bought him a new cook. Ella. She was a big, strong woman. Didn't bother nobody either. Just kept to herself. See, Ella knew a lot about herbs. What to put in it to make it taste good. And Colonel Harrison just loved the way she cooked. He let her roam all over the plantation, picking wild herbs to put in her soups and stews. And she didn't tell nobody what she used either. Said it was secrets from Africa. White folks didn't need to know. Colonel Harrison just laughed. He was eating good and didn't care about where it come from knowing. But after a while, that overseer started messing around him, trying to get Colonel Harrison to let him have his way with him. Colonel Harrison said no, told him stay from around him. She belonged in the kitchen. But that old overseer still wanted her. And everybody knew, next time he had a chance, he was going to get her. So one day, Colonel Harrison went to town. He was going to be gone all day. That overseer put some poor colored man in charge of our misery and walked on up to that house like he was the master now, because Colonel Harrison going to be gone all day. And as he got up on that back porch, he had one thing on his mind. But Ella had been up early too. And before he saw her, he saw a fresh apple pie cooling on the window. And it smelled so good, he almost forgot what he come for. And Ella opened that screen door and smiled like he the person she want to see the most in the world. And asked him if she want a cool glass of milk to go with his apple pie. And as he sat down there, Ella cut him a big old piece. And you know what happened? He ain't even get to finish that apple pie. His heart stopped right in the middle of it. By the time the overseer got back, they had him laid out in the barn dead, and Ella long gone. But she did do one thing before she left. She gave me her recipe for her apple pie.